Hello, hello, hello. This is Els Kemney from Bemis Crafty Corner, and today we have this little project. So, yeah, we're going to make one of these. Okay? Relatively easy to do. We're going to go ahead and get this done. I'm going to get a supply list very easy on this one. I'm making it bigger than I normally would, but that is just for the visual. Normally I would make it probably about half the size, maybe 2/3. But since I wanted to make sure that everybody could see what we were doing, I went ahead and made it a little bit larger, okay? So I'm going to get supplies out and I'll be right back. Okay, so supplies. Book pages. I'm using newspaper because I want this to be a little bit larger. I want everybody to see what I'm doing. So, newspaper. But you're going to want book pages. A paper trimmer, probably a ruler, your scoring tools, and I'm going to be using stick glue on this because this paper is a little bit fragile and stick glue tends to work better than putting a lot of wet glue on it. So, let me get some stuff out of the way. I'm going to come back. We're going to fold this up, trim it down, get it to the size we want, and then we'll get started. I'll be right back. Alright, so I've already decided, how big I want my envelope to be. And so I folded up my bottom piece so that my picture's going in the right direction. Now that puts this in the right direction. And then I'm just going to measure to see how wide my envelope is to decide how tall, how tall it is to see how wide I want it. So it is, let's see, 5 1/4. So let's go trim off the edge. And then I'm going to go probably 4 inches. Now I have already got envelope folded. So here's my envelope. All right, let's get rid of the cutter. And so now our next step is going to be to glue this together, okay? Now if you're using a particularly wide book page, you could just use one book page. Entirely up to you. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put stick glue on this all over. Another reason I'm using this is that I'm going to be sewing this one. I know, weird, right? But I'm going to sew this envelope just because I want to try that look. So in order to make sure that I can get through it, stick glue is actually the easiest to go through. All right, so I have my glue and I have my other piece. I'm going to line this up and put it down. Stick glue is a little bit forgiving. Until it dries completely. You can kind of move it around. Okay. So now I have that on there, and now I'm going to make sure that it's well down. Sorry about the arm there. Look at what's on my inside. Mary Pickford and Douglas Fairbanks get married. Alright, so now I'm going to fold it up. A nice crease. Fold my top down. I'm going to give that a nice crease. Now, before I go any further, I'm going to put my finger pull in here. Because this is a deep pocket. Finger pull. And I'm going to round these corners. So let me grab my big rounder. So now that I've got everything all trimmed and rounded and all that good stuff, I'm going to ink. I'm going to ink the whole thing. And then when I come back, we're going to put this together. I'll be right back. All right, so I'm going to use a little bit of glue on the edges here just to hold this. So a very thin line of glue right here. And I'm going to be sewing on inside of this line. So this is just right on the edge, okay? And it's just to hold it steady when I put it through the machine. So now once I have that, I'm going to let everything dry well, because I don't want to put anything that's even remotely damp into my machine, because that could gum it up. So I'm going to let this set for a little bit, and then I'm going to go ahead and stitch it, and when I come back it'll be all stitched, and then we'll talk about decorating and things like that. So I'll be right back. Alright, so I went ahead and I stitched around. I used a little bit of a decorative stitch, just, you know, because, well, because I can. So I just stitched around it, and now, you know, if I want to, I can add some decorations to this. I can add some stickers or some other types of ephemera. But more importantly, I now have a nice pocket that I can put in my journal. And let's take a look at, I'm going to push this down again. All right, so I have a pocket here that is, let's see, roughly 3 by 4.5, 3 by 5. Okay, so if I want to put a journaling card in here, I can go ahead and cut one to fit in this pocket. We'll just use this one for the moment, and it'll just slide in there. Okay, so obviously this one's not a pocket, you know, not a journaling card, but you get the idea. It'll fit right down in the pocket there, and I can have a nice journaling card in there, or, you know, I could put some ephemera in there and mail this to somebody in another envelope, of course. And you know, it's just a cute little piece, and I have my everything going the right way. Now, what would be really darling on this is, you know, if I put like, you know, some little, like a little person, not necessarily one of his people, but, you know, if I put a little sticker here that was a person, that would be cute with the women down here, or maybe a hat or something would look charming. So that's it. That's my quick and easy one for today. And I still have another piece here that I can make another one out of, or two if I want to make some taller, skinny ones. I could certainly make 2 out of it, but that is my project for today. If you're new here and you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that button for me and subscribe, like me, ring my bell, share me with all your friends, and check out the community tab while you're here, and go on over to my YouTube group. There's to my Facebook group. There's a link in the description box below. We got all kinds of really neat stuff going on over there, and we would love to have you join us. So until I see you again, stay well, my friends. Bye-bye.